because I wanted them to also experience what I am experiencing. Kasi if you keep it to yourself, parang you're just like a pond na yung water mo magiging murky and eventually get polluted. And ikaw lang din yung magsasuffer. But if you are a river that yung water is constantly flowing, so there's new opportunity if you share.
Ay, gusto ko yun. Ganda no na should be a river daw.
He was bullied as a kid, received rejection after rejection. And nung tinanong niya yung mga ibang VAs kung how they made it, bigla siyang blinak.
So he stopped asking and started creating his own moves.
And tapos now, he has over 8,000 followers. A single post of his hit 1 million likes, and he has built one of the big in the Philippines. And not because he had a coach,
but because nobody would coach him.
Okay, so this is the founder of VA Rookies, Ralph Caputolan, and his story is going to make every single VA feel seen. Hi everyone, my name is Tata.
And I'm Roxy, and welcome back to From Kayo to Keyboard podcast.
Yes, the podcast for Filipino VAs building real remote careers.
Yes, guys. So, did you know na yung episode or yung guest natin today has one of the most unexpected stories to tell? Let's just say, ito yata yung pinaka-unique din na episode because our guest is a marine engineering graduate. Yes, a seaman by training who ended up becoming a BPO agent and a cold caller, then a social media manager, and now he is building his own creative agency and business.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Siguro kilala niyo na siya. Kasi if you've been on TikTok and Facebook for the past 2 years, you've definitely scrolled past VA Rookies. So he started this in 2022 dahil bored siya. Tapos ngayon, isa na siyang cool community.
Yeah, so everyone, please welcome to the podcast, Ralph Caputulan. Hi Ralph, welcome from Kayo to Keyboard.
Hey guys! Hello! Maayong adlaw, magandang araw sa inyong lahat. My name is Ralph and I'm the founder and creator of VA Rookies PH.
Wow. Okay, Ralph, let's start with the obvious. Kasi nanggaling ka sa marine engineering. Tapos bigla ka na virtual assistant. Grabe, ang wild na pivot noon.
Parang, ang layo talaga.
Marine engineering, tapos biglang remote career. Okay, so could you tell us what actually happened?
Alright, so that was way back 2015 when I graduated Bachelor of Science in Marine Engineering, and that is on Osamis City, Misamis Occidental, if I'm not mistaken. So I was told by my relatives that I need to go to Cebu because there will be some sort of a backer. And then when we go there, unfortunately, walang backer, so we were low-key scammed. So ayun, that was one of the downest or the darkest time of my life. And all hope gone, parang nawala yung pag-asa ko because that was the dream, that was the ultimate dream. But when I'm walking, I'm not really sure if people watching here are from Cebu, but if you're walking sa Lahog IT Park, there are a lot of people parang nangangaway, uy, apply ka dito. And that was the time that I was introduced to call center. So that was early 2016. Yeah, that was early 2016 when that happened. And fortunately, after many tries, many rejections, many tries, I was hired. I'm not really sure if it's okay to mention a name, but I was hired by a certain company, and I was yung rate ko noon is around $13, 13,000 pesos, parang dollars na yung.
Oh my gosh, akala ko dollars. Sabi ko, grabe, saan?
30,000. Yeah, 13,000. So that was the breakthrough. Parang I think that's the peak. I think that's the peak of the working career. But later on, marami pa pala. There's a lot of opportunities. So I became call center agent from 2016 till 2020. Ayan. But 2018, I have heard an opportunity na work from home. But that time, parang hindi pa siya ganun ka, mainstream, and hindi pa siya ganun ka romanticized. So, parang wala sa akin. Then, pandemic happened. Ayun, pandemic. And that was 2020, I think March of 2020. Cebu City was on a state of a lockdown. And then, that time, I was still renting. So, parang na-stuck talaga ako. I was stuck on that place. From March till November, nang doon ako, I'm struggling. And again, natanong ko yung sarili ko, grabe naman yung kapalaran. Parang walang... And then, I did... desperate ako. I did scroll sa Facebook and TikTok. And then I saw a lot of creators talking about an opportunity. So, I scroll and parang it spoke to me na, oy, ganito. From that time, it was called work from home pa lang. So, I am so curious. I am so curious about the opportunity. So, ayun, November, sabi ko, I need my life to change. Dapat magbago yung buhay ko. When I go home sa Davao, from Cebu to Davao, dapat magbago yung buhay ko. So that's it. I decided to go home. Tapos, the problem is, I don't have any money kasi from March to November, wala akong work. Lockdown nga. So, what I did is, since I'm paying taxes from 2016 I mean, till 2020, this opportunity of SSS loan came on hand. So, nag-loan ako agad-agad. And I can remember that was 12K. I immediately booked a flight from Cebu to Davao and then purchased a 7,000 pesos Japan Surplus PC. Ayan. So, I used that to start. So, I started applying. Of course, I'm not really sure if you can still remember, but you will be you will be isolated. I forgot the term, but some sort of isolation for 14 days. So from 14 days, non-stop nag-a-apply ako day and night. Then fortunately enough, I land a career which is cold calling. Now, cold calling that time is very, the closest thing that I can get from being a call center agent. So nag-hire ako sa cold caller. I started $2.35. Ayan. So, yeah, ayun. So that's the start of my call center, my journey.
Yeah, so 2016 yun, di ba? 2016 to 2020, yung
Yes, that is.
yung call center. So, balikan natin yung call center or BPO life mo. So, before you ever touch freelancing, what was that BPO life like for you? And what was the moment you realized na parang hindi mo na siya
Balikan.
kayang gawin, or you couldn't do it anymore na?
Well, as I've said earlier or on a different episode, I am a very introverted person, so I don't really have the capacity to socialize, or parang nahihiya ako because I don't feel good about myself. I have a terrible self-image, so hindi ako ganun sumasama talaga sa mga teammate ko. And as what I've mentioned the last time, call center setup kasi merong bay area, so you are assigned a bay, and then hindi ako sumasama sa bay. I go outside the bay or parang dun sa malayo that they cannot see me kasi that's how introverted I am. And then the opportunity happens, sabi ko, there's an opportunity to live or to work at home. So that's the reason why I grabbed the opportunity. No hesitation talaga.
Kaya pala, no? Grabe, no? Hindi ka nakaupo pa sa bay before. Kasi may BPO experience naman ako dati. So, grabe kasi yung camaraderie that they try to build within your team versus the other teams and stuff. So, I just feel for you when you say that. Okay, let's go back to our VA question. So, when did you parang think of, ay, kailangan, DA ako ngayon, I need to do something different. Paano nagsimula yun?
Alright, well, that is a very interesting thing that happens to me, Tata, no? I'm a cold caller. So, of course, merong mga break doon. And I was extremely bored. I wished to be isolated, but it came to a point na parang gusto ko nang may kausap. So, kahit gaano ka ka-introvert, there will come a time that you will ask for or you will seek someone to talk to. So, ayun, I was so bored that time and I don't know what to do. And I can see a lot of creators doing it. So, I started creating or building a page. Then, out of boredom, and sabi ko, I want to name my page VA Rafael. But, if you are watching or if you are observant sa social media, napakarami ng VA Tata, VA Roxy, VA Rafael. So, to avoid something, to avoid the not join the bandwagon, I started thinking, ano yung goal ko on building this page? So sabi ko, gusto ko yung page na to, I wanted this to help aspiring virtual assistants. So anong word, anong magandang name to call it in order for it to, number one, match my name, which is Rafael, and number two, name it or a name for beginners or aspirants. So that happens, or it happened na the word rookie pops up. So that's the reason why it's called VA Rookie. So yun yung start ng pivot ko. And then from there, the page, I use the skills that I have from to transition. So sabi ko sa sarili ko, anong ba yung pwede kong gawin na pwede kong pagkakakitaan? Like from cold caller, I don't want to take calls anymore kasi napaka-stressful. I want to do something that I love. Kasi sabi pa ng isang philosopher, do a job that you love and you will never work a single day in your life. Ayan. So, sabi ko, ano yung gusto ko? Ano yung mga magaling ako? So, number one, I am a graphic designer or magaling ako mag-drawing. Sabi ko, pwede ako sa graphic design. And secondly, may dalawa akong page na minamanage, which is my blogging page and my photography page. So sabi ko, pwede akong social media manager. And that was the parang open eye moment ng career ko. I was able to use that for my leverage to apply as a social media manager. And yun, tuloy-tuloy na. Right now, I'm also thinking of ano pa yung mga gusto kong i-achieve sa buhay. Ano pa yung gusto kong ma-achieve sa career ko. And then that's when I start, exploring things.
Galing. Pero gets ko yun, pati pala introvert, kailangan din ng kahit paano social communication or social environment.
Introvert ba to si Rafael? Parang hindi naman.
Yung change happens because of the environment and because of meeting a lot of people. So I was being, parang pushed to go outside the box para, and as what I've said on my post the last time, that there's no opportunity inside the box. So that realization kicked in, and I moved out from the box and opportunity happens. A lot of collaborations, opportunities, work, partnership, and all. So that happens because I go outside the box.
Okay. Alright, so sa VA Rookies tayo, Rafael, may naging viral daw na post.
Ayan,
Tell us about that post, like yung the 10 reasons the VA industry is overly romanticized. So what made you write it?
Yeah, so that was, I think that was the rise of freelancing or virtual assistant. So around 2023, 2024, grabe na talaga karampant yung freelancing. Like, you can hear it anywhere. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. You can hear it anywhere. And I think that was the time that people realized that it's better to work at home. And since that time, I am, mayroon akong certain following. Like, I think nasa around 5K or 8K na yung following ko. Significant na siya. So, marami nang nagtatanong. Sabi ko, how to do this po, how to start, I don't know where to start. I'm a mother of 2, single mom of 2, wala kaming pangbayad ng kuryente, so on and so forth. So, every day, I am answering 50 messages on my Facebook page alone. And then I can see also people, people doing the same thing, having the same problem. And then it happens na, and then I realized that the reason why maraming yung spark of interest dumarami kasi maraming mga influencers before na nagsasabi or nagro-romanticize ng madali lang yung freelancing, like paupo-upo ka lang, type ka lang, sobrang dali. Yun pala, nagbebenta pala ng courses, yung mga ganun, yung mga hassle, we don't question them, hassle nila yun. But because of that, parang nahahype na and parang meron ng strong misconception of freelancing. So that's the reason why I wrote the post 10 reasons why the 10 reasons the VA industry is overly romanticized. To give parang a wake up call or a parang reality check sa industry natin. So that post, it reaches up to, na-shock na lang ako kasi that was the birthday of my sister. Nag-post lang ako and then tulog. Kasi weekend yun. I woke up with more or less 1,000k likes. That was the following day. And then it progresses. And then, fortunately, it reaches up to around, more or less, malapit siyang umabot ng million likes or million reactions, something, or engagement. So that was the start. And the rest is history kasi from around 1,000 followers, it reaches up to 60, naging 80, hanggang naging 100, and then nagsunod-sunod hanggang naging 200, and right now, naging 215k followers.
Wow! So how do you like? Kasi syempre, from building your community, 50 messages a day, tapos the morning after, or kaya the progress after na nag-viral, ano yung mga iniisip mo nun? May feeling ka ba na, oh, I made it. Content creator na talaga.
Well, before pa lang naman, it's negative, but let's just use cloud chaser naman. Meron din tayo, I think every one of us has that cloud chasing desire in our hearts. We recognize something. So, I feel validated that time, to be honest. And then, I started posting more contents about it, and then so on and so forth. But, later on, parang may realization din that I am no longer serving my purpose. So ayun, I pivot and then focus on providing value rather than cloud chasing. So overwhelming at first, but I get used to it, and right now I am starting to use this platform that God has provided me for a purpose, and maybe we can talk about that later.
Yeah. Grabe siguro yung nervous system mo nun eh. Kasi just having kunyari kapag yung views namin sa podcast, when it gets to more than 500 or something, syempre it's yung excitement nun sa amin is like, wow, it's happening. So what more if your post not only helps people but also show yung totoong buhay talaga ng VA. Kasi akala nila sa pagiging VA, di ba? Akala nila na, we can travel anywhere, we can do anything we want. Pero 24/7 tayo online para sa mga bosses or clients natin.
Actually, yung post na yan, parang na-encounter ko yan before. Parang naging familiar siya now. The 10 reasons the VA industry is overly romanticized. Yun.
And it was being reposted multiple times then.
Yeah. Ikaw pala yun, Rafael.
Oh my gosh, it's the man himself.
So, punta naman tayo sa moving on tayo sa the gatekeeping story. So when you were starting out, people gatekept you hard, like they mock you, they block you. So can you take us back to the moment and what did that feel like?
Well, that was terribly, I feel terrible that time kasi that feeling of hopelessness, that feeling of you wanted help but no one is helping you. So I I have encountered that. I have experienced that. No? So, yung napakahirap kasi when you are starting, you honestly don't know what to do. I'm not sure about you guys. I don't know how you started, but for me, I am self-taught kasi I don't subscribe or I don't buy courses or enroll to any courses or hire coach to help me. Self-taught lang talaga. Kasi number one, kuripot ako and I don't have the funds yet to buy a course. So, what I did is instead of giving up, what I did is I stalked them. Ayan, nag-stalk na ako. So, hindi that type of creepy stalker, but I stalked them. What are they posting? How did they do it? Ano yung mga tools na ginamit nila to do it? Ano yung mga processes nila to achieve a certain output or to a certain outcome? So yun, I started stalking them and applying them to me. So I applied those systems for myself and applied my personal touch. So I also do some research like asking Google, and that time AI emerges naman din. I think 2020 or 2023 nagsisimula nang mag-boom yung AI. So I used and utilized AI. So I can remember the first AI tool that I've used is Grammarly and Quailbot. Yun yung mga pinakaunang mga AI tools that I've used. And then I have used other tools such as I started using Canva. So Canva is a lifesaver, and ayun, I was certified also. I joined Canva University to get certified. So napakaraming mga things. Even up until now, I still stalk influencers and how they do it on just one simple videos like Reels. Because sa mga Reels na ginagawa ng mga coaches, may pinapakita silang system. And yun yung parang entry point ko sa how I broke in their system. So ayun, parang go high level to or parang ganitong tools to I do some research. I do some I utilize whatever resources I have. That's how I overcome gatekeeping.
Okay, ayun. Since you do provide free information or knowledge para sa mga VAs na aspiring VAs, syempre VA rookies. Ngayon, ano mo sasabi mo sa lahat na nag-gatekeep sa'yo dati?
Okay, so sa lahat ng mga nag-gatekeep, who you? I'm just kidding. So sa lahat ng mga nag-gatekeep, so ano yung special na meron kayo na wala kami? So everything that you know, we know. So there's no reason to gatekeep anymore. Grateful na lang na ano ka din, you have that mindset of expansive, parang an expansive mindset na hindi mo na lang nilimitahan yung sarili mo. Like you didn't stop with just asking. You made the effort. And that's a good message for everyone who is aspiring this. Because when I started, it was like feeling hopeless because it's so hard to find a client before. Nung time na nag-apply ako. But when you find a client, you understand na, ganito pa. Ito pala yung laro. Yeah, and then you learn talaga through experience. So you cannot learn totally talaga if you will not let yourself experience things. Like if maghihintay ka lang ng ano yung ipapakain sa iyo ng internet, you will not grow. So you experience the instructions, you experience the data for you to grow.
Yes. So remember guys, experience is the best teacher.
Yes. Nakakatawa pero yeah, it is talaga.
Yes. Alright, Raf. From stalker to collaborator, July 2024, Bisayang VA invited you to your first face-to-face workshop in Davao. So you had 80K followers by then, but you'd spoken in front of people. What was going through your head walking into that room, since you're an introvert din, di ba?
Yeah, so that was parang yun yung parang breaking point ko or parang breakthrough point ko sa kung anong nakikita nyo sa buhay ko or sa career ko ngayon. That was the start of a new era. Because that time, I significant following na. That was after the post I have 80K followers. I could just stay at my home and just continue sharing contents that gives value to my audience. But Bisayang VA, which is Tony the Hero, reached out to me and invited me, hey, malapit na lang sa inyo ha, dapat pumunta ka. So there is something in me that's me that, hey, this is it. This is the breakthrough. So ayun, pumunta ako. And when I went to the venue, nasa around 100 participants, if I'm not mistaken. But that was a very small place, pero napaka-packed ng venue. So may mga nakatayo sa likod, may mga nagsisiksikan doon sa gilid, so on and so forth. So as introvert as I am, and when the time that I was asked to speak, the moment that I was asked to something about my journey, grabe talaga, like shaking. When you imagine you're holding a microphone, then ganyan talaga, as invisible talaga yung shaking ko. And then my started to feel numb, like wala na akong kas sa legs ko. You feel that? And then yung throat mo na
Right.
nanunuyo yung throat mo, like there's nothing that's coming out from your mouth because of the nervousness. But sabi ko, I am here not because I'm not here to by myself, but I am here to share my knowledge and experience to the audience. So that alone sparks a new chapter sa buhay ko, which is doing workshop and helping aspiring virtual assistant start their journey. So I think it lasted 30 minutes, but that was one of the best moments of my life kasi I was able to share my story effectively. Maraming na-inspire, and based on nilang Sir Tony ni Bisayang VA, meron ng mga around 5, I think, or more than plus 10 people who became virtual assistants from that specific workshop. So, knowing that there is an impact and significance on what you do, that really sparks something in me, and that motivates me to move forward every single day.
Grabe. It's like super 360 moment
Yeah.
for you na you do all of this for that moment, and then grabe.
Ang calling siya.
Kinikilabutan ako, by the way. Hindi niyo lang kita, guys. Okay, so you met the Mindanao VAC doon sa workshop na yun, tama ba? So how did that feel? Like, nasa room ka na with other creators, and then kasali ka na speakers, sa organizers. How did that feel?
Natawa ko sa imong mama, VA.
Yeah. Actually, napaka-funny ni Ma'am Janet. Janet yan, imong mama VA. And she just gave birth, I think last year, November.
Yung mama ko, baka you might be watching.
Ayan. So, how did everything change, or how does I feel? Well, overwhelming talaga. Like, you are just like a little fish inside a big fish tank. Yun yung feeling, as in, mangliliit ka talaga, because these people, they established their online presence way before I even started. No? So, grabe talaga, overwhelming, and listening to them, may mapupulot ka talaga. Yung mga pinagsasasabi nila, you can really learn or pick up some insights on how they do things, how they make their businesses, boom or work, something like that. So it's very overwhelming, and at the same time, I feel like that was, I feel like I was meant to be on that place. So, ayun, napaka-overwhelming, and I can still remember that time.
Yes. So, Raf, for the listener who's still alone in their VA journey, no community, no mentor, no friends in the industry, what's the first move you'd tell them to make this?
Well, first and foremost, you need to identify first your unique value proposition. Ano yung ma-offer mo sa table? That's the first thing that you should ask yourself. Ano yung meron ka? What do you know? Ano yung ma-offer mo sa table? So on and so forth. Because many virtual assistant or many aspiring virtual assistant fail to start as a virtual assistant because they don't know ano yung pwede nilang gawin, or they don't have that foundation. So usually they will say, "Oy, pwede ba ako dyan? Can I apply? Wala akong experience." So you need to have a sense of identity. Dapat alam mo yung unique value proposition, or ano yung skills na pwede mo may sa mga clients mo, sa mga customers mo, so on and so forth. Then do some build up your foundation. Dapat meron kang foundation. The reason why a lot of virtual or mga virtual assistant, because they don't have that solid foundation. Ano yung mga foundation na dapat meron ka? Again, you need to have a strong UVP or unique value proposition. Dapat meron kang service na i-offer, and dapat magaling ka sa service na yon. Kung hindi ka pa magaling sa service na yon, there are a lot of time for you to learn. Napakaraming mga free websites na you can learn from. Number 1, Canva University, Coursera, Mindlaster, Allison. Samahan nyo pa sa mga influencers na nagbibigay ng mga free courses like Coach Jam Blauta, si Your Best BA, Your Best Virtual Assistant. Napakarami. And even me, I'm also building a portal for to where I put all of my resources. So that's just whatever resources you have, and be resourceful. Wag yung nagpapa-spoon feed ka lang.
Yeah.
And then
wag yung yung mga puro refer naman ako dyan, tapos wala ka namang skills.
Exactly. Wag magpa-spoon feed. Wag maghintay na pakainin. Also follow influencers, VA Masters, ayan, influencers. Follow them so that you can get insights and processes. Like and follow for more.
Okay, so I think you are the perfect person to give cite those samples, parang examples on how to like succeed as an aspiring VA. Kasi you are now a agency owner, tama ba?
It's not an agency but more like a business. So I call it Awesome Plugins Media. So I just started just this year, pero matagal ko na siyang plano, and I am breaking out from being an employee to a boss, kasi I don't want to work forever. I want managing a business. So yeah, that was the start of doing some business.
Okay, so where did you think of that mindset? Is it because like you're turning a certain age, or you want to have a family? Because you started seeing yourself as a business owner. So how was that mindset possible for you? Because some people would rather like stay as a virtual assistant, tama na sa kanila yung pag-ready mo.
Yeah. Age is definitely one of the reason why I do a virtual assistant. I'm a business owner pala, kasi I'm not that young. I wanted to establish something that will profit me, that will give me profit big time, yung mas malaki pa sa ini-income ko as a virtual assistant, and also potentially para mapamana ko siya sa mga future. So yun. And also networking is also a vital part of giving me this motivation or reason why I establishing my own business. Kasi yung na-mention ng mga names earlier, they now have their own businesses. Besides ang House of Heroes, tapos meron siyang Red Room. So napakarami niya nang nai-establish na business. And as observant as I am, as stalker as I am, no harm in as long as you put your brand or personal touch into it. So that's what's motivating me to the business.
All right, Rob. So do you share ba your journey sa pag-build ng business na yan sa TikTok? Like what is ano yung pinaka-hardest na experience mo while building that business?
Well, yeah, I am sharing steps on how I build my business. I am also sharing tips and advices on how to do certain stuff. So lang about business, I'm also sharing a lot of tips and advices or tricks sa mga followers ko, because I wanted them to also experience what I am experiencing. Kasi if you keep it to yourself, parang you're just like a pond. na yung water mo magiging murky and eventually get polluted. And ikaw lang din yung magsasuffer. But if you are a river that yung water is constantly flowing, so there's new opportunity if you share.
Ay, gusto ko yun. Ganda no na. Should be a river daw, guys.
Kami a river. Ay, ba pala yun?
Mm.
Okay, so dahil isa pang mindset and wisdom na yung binibigay na sa atin ni Al, like, kasi you started from humble beginnings and siguro that took like 5 years or more than, right? So, when we're talking a while ago or yung isang araw, you said something really powerful na you don't believe in rushed success. So, where does that come from? Lalo na sa'yo, kasi you're trying to put up multiple things all at once, balancing personal life, social media, pati yung clients mo. For someone who hustles that hard, bakit ka may mindset na gano'n?
Well, because I believe that timing is everything. And then, when you rush things kasi, it will eventually fall out. So if you are building, like, for example, you are building a house and gusto mo talaga, minamandali mo siya, gusto mo siyang matapos like this week. And, because of pagmamadali, of course, there will be some standard. Like the flood control projects, minamadali.
True.
And then, ano yung nangyayari? Nasisira lang. Sayang lang yung resources mo, sayang yung time mo, sayang yung work mo. So I don't really believe on rushed success. Wala naman akong nakikitang mga successful talaga, right? Like legit successful na
True.
instant success nila. Meron ako, mas may akong kilala, instant yan. Eventually, later on, nagpo-fall down kasi either scammer sila or illegal yung ginagawa nila. Eventually, nahuhuli sila, so on and so forth. There's no longevity or there's no stability or there's no foundation when you rush things. So that's the reason why I don't believe on rushed success. I am a very impatient person, Roxy. I am a very impatient person. Madali akong mabored, madali akong magalit when I can't achieve something right away. But the times me to be patient, to enjoy the process, to work little by little until you come up with something bigger. So, itong lahat na to, I'm not saying that I'm very successful. I'm not saying that I am now on the rich class, upper class.
Alta.
I'm not saying that I'm on that level, but I believe that I'm going there. Why? Because I am doing something today that will for my success tomorrow, in the future. No? So,
Yes.
patience lang talaga. I know that it's very hard to start. I know that it's difficult. Yung mga pinagdadaanan nyo, like, very hopeless. But start doing something and continuously doing it and consistently show up. Ayun. And eventually, you will go there.
Yan yung sinasabi kong green signal or green flag ng universe eh. Na kapag nag-align lahat ng mga bagay-bagay, bilis mo napupuntahan yung gusto mong puntahan. Pero kapag binibigyan ka niya ng blank, it's either you pause, you see kung ano yung kailangan ko muna magpahinga, or ipipilit mo. And kapag pinilit mo, sometimes it doesn't always, sometimes when you reach the destination, it's not exactly, di ba? It's not what you imagined or yung mga biniled up mo sa.
Parang sabi nga nila, diba, parang dinidelay ka ni Lord for something, mas better. Yes. So,
Sometimes rejection is redirection.
yeah, yun.
Yeah, I love that.
Yes. Yung ano naman, your is, there is no opportunity inside the box. So, what's the latest box you had to step out of?
So, one is being comfortable as a virtual assistant. Yun, as what I have shared earlier. So, it's a big leap talaga to start a business. Kasi, number one, I don't have the full structure when I start building the so wala talaga akong structure, and up until now I'm still figuring out something, studying, subscribing to some newsletter on how I can manage my. It's very scary to start something that you're not really comfortable of as of the moment. So napaka scary. You are afraid to share it to your friends and family because they might not support you, or they may mock you or something like that. And also, one of the box that I just stepped out is with my girlfriend. So yung girlfriend ko, for how many years? 5 years na po kami. And for 5 years, she is not really that on board sa mga ginagawa ko. She don't really, I'm not saying that she's not supportive but she won't support me because nahihiya siya to go up, to show her face. So parang nasa level lang kami na kung ano yung ma-receive ko, ipapasa ko sa kanya. Parang employee ko lang siya. But the recent opportunity, the recent box that we went out or nilabasan namin is we have established something na parang from being my employee to my business partner. So right now we started planning. We started planning to build this business. Kasi we are now on the na we are planning to get married. So we are on that point, and sabi ko sa kanya, if we won't start today, we won't start ever. Kasi if hindi natin sisimulan ngayon, kailan tayo magsisimula? Yung meron na tayong anak, yung naghihirap na tayo, yung wala tayong pambayad sa kung ano-ano. So ayun, that is her mind. And right now we are planning a lot of things. So we are planning to do we are also planning to do affiliate. We are started podcast. So we have published our podcast last week or the other week. Yeah, and so that was well received by my common friends. So, sabi nila, shock sila kasi nagpa-video na daw. And there's a lot of boxes that we wanted to count out from, like my fitness. I have shared to Tata the last time that I started Tersi. So nagte-Tersipetide ako. And then I think Monday, I started going to the gym.
Oh my gosh, let's go gym journey.
Yeah, I posted a gym. Gusto ko talaga yung one day naka-shirtless ako, like showing my abs.
Yes.
That's the
Alright.
Okay.
Mga namin yan.
Update ko kayo.
Ayan, update mo kami. Sisenda mo kami ng sa group natin sa WhatsApp. Last one, for all the VAs listening right now, na nabully sila, na na-reject, na gatekeep, na overweight, overthinking, feeling like behind sila sa buhay. What advice would you give them, or what would you want to say to them?
Grabe, I feel like this is a Miss Universe question.
You know.
Yeah. So sa lahat ng mga naka-experience or nag-experience ng bullying, rejection, yung mga kinaklosan ng doors, yung mga nabibigatan sa buhay, nag-overthink. I wanted you to know that life is, or there's one thing that's constant in life, and that is change. And hindi ka forever bullied, hindi ka forever nasa baba. One day you will go up, or there will come a time na ikaw naman yung nasa itaas, no? So I want you to not stop. Don't stop until you reach your dream. And kung ano yung dreams na meron ka, panghawakan mo yan. Hold on to that dream and work hard for that dream. Grabe yung the Michael Jackson movie, yung biopic ni Michael Jackson. I'm not sure if nakapanood kayo, but there is a interview na grabe talaga yung manifestation ni Michael Jackson. We know that Michael Jackson is a very hardworking, perfectionist person, but yung faith niya, yung manifestation niya, grabe. Because he is constantly writing what he wanted to happen sa buhay niya, and dinidikit niya doon daw sa wall, sa ceiling, sa ref, sa lahat ng sulok ng bahay nila para ma-motivate siya and para ma-remind siya sa mga goals niya in life. So I also wanted you to do that. In fact, if you can see, hindi mo yung ref ko. Yung ref, and katabi ng ref ko, yung ref ko, merong nakadikit na mga gusto kong mangyari, mga goals ko. Also, mga grocery list. Tapos katabi ng ref namin, merong calendar. And merong akong sticky notes na dinidikit doon. And I attempt to everything I want to happen. Like, for example, podcast. Ito yung ginagamit kong sticky note. Wala na yung isa. So, I'm using sticky note. Nilalagay ko siya sa calendar ko. Like, for example, sa episode 2 of podcast, sinischedule ko sa Monday. Ayan. To save 5K this week. So, nilalagay ko siya sa either Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. So, parang merong timeline for you to be reminded of your goal. So I also wanted you to do that. I wanted you to act as if you are already successful, to claim it even though you haven't received it, or even though it's not happening yet, or it hasn't happened yet. So something like that, and just be resourceful. You know, dreaming is good, but dream without action is dead. No? Kung wala kang ginagawa sa dream mo, kung wala kang kahit buong araw ka pa mag-manifest, kung wala kang ginagawa, wala kang action na tinitake, hindi yan mangyayari, 'di ba? So life is not a genie. Walang genie sa lifetime na to. There's no reality. There's no genie in our hindi siya ibibigay sa iyo ng randomly, but it will be given to you if you will work for it. So be resourceful, work hard. Of course, I believe in little by little steps. So little steps makes a big difference. So little steps lang, wag magpa-rush, wag magmadali. Kasi if you will rush things, you will eventually fail. And just believe in yourself. Ayan. Very cliche na siya, paulit-ulit, but believe in yourself that you can do it. I have all the reasons, Tata Roxy, I have all the reasons to not believe in myself kasi I have bullied, I am rejected, I have turned down a lot of times. Even my relatives, they don't believe in me. But if I won't believe on myself, then sinong bibelieve sa akin? Diba? So I want you to believe on yourself and, hold on lang. And here sa VA Rookies naman, sa page namin, yung pinaka main motto namin is hilahan pataas. So we are striving, we are working so hard to bring you up. Hihilahin ka namin pataas. But please, tulungan mo yung sarili mo. Kasi we can just only, mahihila lang namin yung gustong magpahila. Hindi namin mahihila yung nagpapabigat. No?
Grabe.
Yes. So, thank you so much, candidate number. Very well said yan na. Actually, I doon sinabi ni Rob na i-match natin yung dreams natin talaga with hard work and believe in yourself talaga kasi at the end of the day, all you have is yourself naman din talaga eh. So, yes. Parang ang sarap hinga ng life advice. Yeah. No, mga life advice.
Kasi parang dapat character ka sa story. So isipin mo na kung hindi mo iiwanan yung trabaho na ayaw mo, kung hindi ka magbabago, hindi ka makapunta sa next chapter. So,
Yes.
'di ba? So ituloy-tuloy mo yung chapter na yon. Wala kang pinanood na series, na movie, na kahit ano na walang ginagawa yung character. Na nasa bahay lang siya na nag-Netflix 24/7. Wala kang pinanood na gan. So just be the person that want to be and believe in and that starts really with believing in yourself.
Yes, agree. So for everyone listening, please go follow VA Rookies on Facebook and TikTok. Ralph shares his journey there, and the community he is built is one of the most generous, no gatekeeping spaces for the Filipino VAs out there.
Yes, and kahit sino ka man, mabuli man, ma-reject man, pakinggan mo lang yung mga sinasabi ni Ralph. Girl, magbabago yung buhay mo. Gawin mo lang kahit isang advice lang sa lahat ng sinabi niya, magbabago yung buhay mo. Pero yung favorite ko talaga yung there's no opportunity inside the box. And guys, this is your sign. So start now.
Yes, kaya go up sa box. So, and if you're ready to take the leap into the VA world but you don't know where to start, VA Masters is open for applications. So head over to our website, vamasters.com /careers, and let's get you placed.
Yes, thank you again, Ralph, for sharing your
Thank you.
testimony with us today. Grabe yung testimony talaga siya. No? Salamat sa pagiging totoo.
Alright, thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so that's it for this episode of Kaya to Keyword. Catch us next week.
And don't forget to subscribe. Bye!
Bye.